Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video. If you're not in the free Discord, go join it. It is linked down below, but today's video we're going to be going over SMT Divergence, known as smart money technique. SMT is a cracking correlation between positively correlated pairs. I only trade indices ES, NQ, and YM. I do not trade Forex, so I'm not going to be going over the negatively correlated pairs, ones that aren't correlated when one's going down and the other's going up, like Euro USD and USD Euro or GBP Euro, right? I don't trade Forex, I don't know the pairs. But for indices, you want to be using ES, NQ, and YM, right? So this is my SMT chart that I have on my other screen. I have ES on the left, NQ, and YM on the right on the 15-minute chart, so I can see when we are forming a higher time frame SMT. Now let's hop into the charts and show you exactly what this is going to look like. So right here we have the daily time frame of ES and NQ. Now if we take a look at this past week, we can see that NQ made almost equal lows with Tuesday's low, right? Right here on Thursday we come down, take out Wednesday's low, but do not take out Tuesday's low. And if we take a look over here at ES, we can see ES actually did take out Tuesday's low. So if we go down to the hourly chart, we can see right here on Tuesday, right there is that SMT divergence. So we have this SMT divergence. You can see it more cleanly on the hourly chart. ES is taking out these lows, NQ has not and is refusing to take out these equal lows. Now you want to be framing a reversal from this SMT. SMTs give you a good guide to when reversal expansions are about to happen, right? We form this SMT and look at the hourly chart straight up to take out this buy side equal highs, relatively equal highs right here. Now if we go down to the 5-minute chart, we can see we form another SMT, right? This is exactly what you want to see. We have that higher time frame daily SMT. Now, right here, we can see that we are just taking out lows on ES. Now we have this lower time frame SMT, right? Right here's that same low. Oops, sorry. Right here, we are refusing to take this low out on the NQ, right? So this is a trade that I actually took. When we get this displacement higher, this fair value gap, this is also a breaker. This should hold us to send us higher, right? So I took off contracts here and I took off contracts in this premium fair value gap, right? This is exactly what you would want to see if you were trying to frame a reversal trade off of SMT. We have this lower time frame SMT, higher time frame SMT. We should get an expansion higher to then go take out a buy side or rebalance inefficiencies. This is how you want to frame reversals from SMTs. Let's hop into another SMT divergence. Here we are on the 15-minute chart of Wednesday, sorry. If we take a look right here on NQ, we can see that we have resting buy side liquidity right here. Same thing with ES. Up here is that same exact high. So now we have resting buy side on ES, resting buy side on NQ. You can see that we actually take this buy side on the NQ. Okay, so we have taken out buy side on NQ. Now let's head down, and you can see it on the hourly chart, right? Here's those hourly highs. We swipe them on the NQ. Now, time frame alignment. An hourly SMT, go down to the 5-minute chart. Right, here's that same high. Right there, we take it out. Right here on ES, we do not. What do we see on the ES though? We create equal highs, perfect equal highs. What does that mean? Well, NQ actually sweeps it, right? Right here, we take that high. Now, I would not want to take this because we formed perfect equal highs. So what do you wait for? You wait for confirmation, right? Right here we have this imbalance. We run straight through it. But if we take a look, we hold this negative order block, right? The last up close candle before the expansion down, right? This displacement, we create a fair value gap. This is now our order block. NQ is refusing to close a body above this order block, this big candle. Now, this is when a sell program is now activated to head lower. We create another order block, negative order block, these two up close candles, and we go lower. So from this SMT, we get this expansion lower. Last down up close candle turns into your negative order block. We refuse to go above it, this big candle right here, and we also form these perfect equal lows. These two up close candles should now be respected to now head lower. So from this SMT, you can now form a reversal trade from it. This SMT sends us lower, and then we go into a sell program to take out all this sell side liquidity down here. So here we are on the 4-hour chart. You see buy side resting up here. We form this perfect SMT on the overnight session. So Asia session forms an SMT. I personally don't trade Asia or London, so I would be framing a reversal trade from this SMT, right? This is the same exact high on the ES right here. We sweep that high. So what do? When we are ready for New York session, we want to start framing a reversal trade from this. So let's head down to the 5-minute chart and start looking for a reversal. Right here is that SMT. We refuse to take it out. We can even use this high, since this high took out what? Buy side. Oops. Buy side. Now, what do we see on the ES? Here's those same exact highs. Refusal to take that high out. So, buy side is not taken. So we actually form another SMT. Where's that high? Oh, the whole way down here on ES. So we're the whole way down here on the ES. NQ has taken out these highs. So NQ now has a lower time frame and a higher time frame SMT. So what do? We wait for displacement, right? Take those highs, form an SMT, higher time frame SMT. Now, when we create this failure swing right here, and now we have this imbalance right here as your confirmation entry to short down to sell side for a 2R right there. Now, what do we want to do whenever we form two different SMTs? If you know the draw, if you truly know the draw, you have to fade the opposing SMT. We know ES is so much weaker than NQ because right here is ES at market open, or ES is the whole way down here while NQ is the whole way up here. You have to fade the SMT. You have to fade the SMT if you truly know the draw. If you don't know the draw, stay hands off. But if you know that the draw is lower, you have to fade the opposing SMT. Whenever we are forming two different SMTs, wherever the draw is, if it's a swing high, you have to fade the bullish or the bearish SMT. If it's a swing low, you have to fade the bullish SMT. In this case, we are fading the bullish SMT because we have that higher time frame bearish SMT, and now we have that lower time frame bearish SMT. So right here's your confirmation entry. And if you take a look right here, ES never taps into this imbalance. NQ does, so this is your lower time frame SMT, right? Even lower time frame. This could be a SMT on the 5 or the 1 minute, maybe the 30-second, but it is still a shorter time frame SMT, right? We even tap this negative order block. We are refusing to hold this bullish imbalance, right? We are closing deeper into this imbalance. We close below CE of this. We fully close below this. So you fade that bullish SMT. Ooh, excuse me. So you fade that bullish SMT because the overall draw is lower. Now, we're going to go over one more example, but which one do you want to short? So the one you want to short would be NQ. Why NQ? Because this is the one that has that higher time frame SMT. Sure, it may be a little stronger intraday, right? Intraday, we are up here. Intraday on NQ, or ES, we are the whole way down here. But whenever we have the higher time frame SMT, if ES is already this weak, NQ is going to speed up because of that 4-hour SMT. You want to fade, or you want to short or long, you want to short the one that has the higher time frame SMT that is lower, or you want to long the one that is higher on the higher time frame SMT. Let's go over one more example and we'll call it a video. So here we are on the hourly chart. We're going to pull this back into replay mode so we don't lose our spot. What do we see? This is a huge daily time frame SMT, right? Here's that huge daily time frame SMT. And we actually formed this SMT all morning on the NQ. We're going to go down to the lower time frame and see what activates this into a sell or a buy program. So here we are, 5-minute chart. What do we see throughout here? No displacement. What do you see? There is no displacement higher, right? This candle comes up, straight back down. No imbalance. Up, no, barely an imbalance, this tiny one, but you're not trying to long this miniature fair value gap, right? And we form this lower time frame SMT, right here. So we're forming lower time frame SMTs. We have these bearish SMTs with no displacement out of them. You're not longing this, right? Displacement lower, imbalances to short, no bearish SMT. What happens right here? Right here. What do you see? We finally have a cracking correlation between ES and NQ, with ES actually taking out new lows now. Right here. Whenever we finally take that out, and what were we doing all day? Engineering liquidity, right? Relatively equal highs, failure swings, low resistance liquidity. Whenever we get this fat candle throughout here, we're just going to run straight through it. So what is activating this reversal? ES taking out new lows, right? And NQ refusing to. NQ has done its job. We've already taken out this huge swing low. What do we wait for? An ES cracking correlation when ES takes out a new low. Right here it does that. NQ refuses to. Look at the speed. Look at that speed. Straight up. That is what you want to wait for whenever we have a fat SMT, right? If we go to the daily chart, look at how long ago this formed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then we finally create that bullish SMT, right? 5 days it took until we took that low, right? Oh, sorry. No, we actually did take it on, so 4 days, sorry. 4 days. You can't just long as soon as we take that low because it's a 4-day SMT. You can't just long that. It's 4 days. It's going to take a little longer, right? Unless price tells you, okay, I'm ready to reverse off this SMT. Like throughout here, right? Even right here. Price really isn't telling us, okay, we're ready to reverse, right? Nothing really. It's just a slow grind higher, creating low resistance liquidity to the downside. We melt through all that. This tiny SMT right here finally tells us, hey, I'm ready to go higher. This is high probability SMTs. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Don't forget, long the stronger index, short the weaker index, which means this bullish SMT right here, ES was the one that formed the higher time frame. So let's measure this. When this move ended right here, 1.53%, which formed at 750. 750. Right there. 1.5%. Oh wow, NQ actually moved more. Hey, sorry. Sorry. But either way, doesn't matter exactly which one you want to long or short, but you should long the stronger index and short the weaker one. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. We're almost at 4K subs. I'll see you in another video. Peace.